I think the subject line of this video pretty much says it all. If not now, when? And it's a really interesting one. I'm making this video. It's coming up to the middle of May 2023. I think May the 11th. And we're nearly into the second half of 2023. And it really is extraordinary. I mean, it seems to happen every year, right? How quickly the year goes, but it is what it is. Let me just grab somewhere to sit here. No, I'll keep walking a little bit. Why not? Getting my exercise while I'm chatting to you. And the reason I'm bringing this up on today's call, I hosted a webinar earlier this week with some members who are new into the space of learning digital marketing skills. And I do these pop-up webinars every so often, every few weeks, and really just share my journey and what that looked like for me when I started in August 2020. And based on the decisions I made and applying what I learned, the changes it made to my life. And by sharing that, it does motivate and inspire others and give them hope and give them direction as well into what exactly they can achieve by following the path that I've taken. And it's something I really, really enjoy doing it. It's that sense of giving back and then helping some newer members out who are just starting the journeys and to be inspired by that. And something I was sharing, because I was sharing my journey or part of my journey on the webinar, I was kind of reminiscing of kind of some big decisions that I made, not just in the last couple of years, but throughout my life. And it's extraordinary. I think we're all faced with them. I mean, we all have to be honest with ourselves and ask the question: Are we happy? You know, we're happy with the life? Are we content? Genuinely? And in a lot of cases, as was the case with me in 2020, the answer to that was a big fat no. I just wasn't. Um, I'd gone through an amazing career, but it came at a very big price. And I was desperate to make change, and that required me making some pretty radical decisions. One of the most radical decisions I made was I was working in a five-star hotel, and I was sharing this on the call the other day, and it was great money. It was six plus figure salary a year. On the outside, it was great, but I was back to working 70 plus hours a week. I was working split, starting at 5:30, finishing at 11:30. I knew it wasn't for me, and I knew that I knew that it wasn't going to change. That was just the expectation of the work. And I was called in. I was working 6 days a week, and I was called into the office, and it was basically told, Leo, we need you to work on Sundays. If that's what the job requires, then we're going to need you to work 7 days a week. And for the first time in my life, get this, for the first time in my life, I was 50, just turned 50 at the time. First time in my life, I spent the weekend thinking about it. And I went into work on Monday morning with a resignation letter, and I walked away from it. And that was a hellishly scary decision to make, because it wasn't like I had something waiting for me. But I knew that if I didn't do something about it there and then, that absolutely I could picture myself being stuck 2, 3, 5, 10 years and not being the happiest version of myself. And it was like I'd been there before. And I guess being in my 50s as well, life is precious. You only get one shot. It's not a rehearsal. And without knowing what the future looked like, that was the decision I made. And hands down, it was the right decision, because it led to what I'm doing now. And I've done that twice, three times in my life, where I've made decisions to change without, and I don't think we do know what the next steps completely look like. And I think that's why change can be so scary, so scary. And it's totally understandable wherever in our lives we're at. But without that change, that's the what you're left with is how you feel today, with the lifestyle you have and in the work you have. If it's not paying you enough, if it's not giving you enough time off, if it doesn't make you excited, if you don't enjoy it, if they don't appreciate you, if you really feel like you're on that hamster wheel trading your time for money with no way out, that's a very scary thought. And this is the thing, all too often we accept that, we settle for that, and we say, well, this is the best it can be. And that's the mistake that a lot of us make. And I've made it so many times over my life, but I'm grateful that even at age 50, I was just so determined to find something that was going to make me happy and that was going to make me some great money. It was going to let me determine my life and get to hang out and do things that I love 7 days a week. And you always see me out and about making videos all different days of the week. The freedom, in a word, freedom. And it's up to you, it's up to each person what they do with that freedom. You want to sleep until midday, great, go for it. But for me, it's active. It's taking better care of my body, my mind, doing something that I love to do. Having a business up and running that runs automatically, and I work 2 or 3 hours a day. That's the reality of it. So going back to the initial topic of this question, if not now, then when? And that's the thing. All too often we know we want to do something, we know we want to make change, but because that change is so scary, we push it back, we push it back, and push it back. And years go by, in some cases, years go by, and we've gone into that acceptance stage of saying, well, this is how my life is going to be. And that makes me sad because, you know, inevitably you're going to live with regrets at some point, right? You're going to look back and say, I wish I did. Someday, I was talking about this word on my call the other day. Someday I'll do it. And to me, someday can be such a destructive word because it just invites procrastination. It invites acceptance of mediocre, and it's wrong, you know. So I hope just by sharing this is maybe thought provoking and saying, you know what, I get what you're saying, Leo. It's like, yeah, I came into 2023 with a lot of hope, as I think we all do, right? I mean, think of the New Year's Eve celebrations. We're celebrating, we're hopeful for the year to come, right? And it's normal to do that. We all do it. And I think this could be an opportunity as we're coming towards the middle of 2023 to take an honest look back and say, well, have I made the changes that I was excited to do at the beginning of 2023? And if not, when am I going to do it? If not now, then when? And if you're not yet aware, I have the way forward for you. You may not think it now. You may be coming up again because change is scary. You may think, yeah, but Leo, you're good on video. I could never go on video. You don't have to. I was terrible on video when I started. Or you may think, yeah, but you must be very intelligent and tech savvy. Absolutely, I'm not. I'm really, really not. You know, Coming up with 101 reasons not to do it, even though you want to, but you're procrastinating because the fear is scary, and I get that. But know that I'm here to help you. As I say, I do webinars myself with members where you get to hang out with me in a live environment on the live webinar. It's interactive Q&A. I just love supporting and helping those newer members coming through. You could be that person as well. You're not going to be doing this on your own. So just want to leave you with that. If you're keen to learn more, which I hope you are, in the description below, or if you get this by email in the big blue box below, you'll see the words learn more here. And you can click into that, watch a short video from my mentor, Stuart, who's the company owner of the affiliate program that I promote. And it's called Launch You, and they have a phenomenal training platform that will step by step teach you everything you need to know. At the moment, I think there are about 6,000 plus of us in this space. I'm here over 2.5 years, so this does work. I mean, I'm living proof that this does work. Otherwise, I still wouldn't be here. I'm very passionate about it, obviously, and I just love helping people because it's changed my life in so many ways. And I want to help others do the same as well. I really, really do. That brings me joy. So go ahead in the description on the blue button below, click into learn more here, and you see a link there. It's a video called, it's going to introduce you to what's called the modern wealthy. And the modern wealthy is really the new world way of making a living, of working. And it's not that trading your time for money, being stuck in traffic 6, 7 days a week, working a ridiculous amount of hours, not getting enough pay for what you do, not getting close to enough vacation pay, having to beg for your 2 or 3 weeks of vacation a year. It's a way to get, it's a path forward to get away from all of those things, and for you to be able to take full control of your life and to learn the right way how to run automated systems that are going to work for you and me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That seems impossible because you have not yet stepped into this space. Trust me, it is. If you get to be a member and jump onto one of my webinars and I show you my systems and that I literally make money during the night while I sleep, I'm making money while I'm out here doing things that I love to do. That's the modern wealthy. That's the new way forward. You have an opportunity to be a part of it, but you have to get past whatever fears are holding you back. And as I said at the very start of the video, if you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? Thank you so much for watching.